I'm Earl Hutchinson, the president of the Los Angeles Urban Policy Roundtable. The shooting, slaying, many say, including me, murder of Keith Porter. It has been an ongoing tragedy, great concern, great interest, great anger, great rage, and great frustration. Here's the problem. I'm standing now, Home Depot, in front of Home Depot. Keith Porter worked, a valued employee for Home Depot. And they issued a statement, many employees of Home Depot regret. In the drama, in the 10 days since the gunning down of Keith Porter by an off-duty ICE agent, there's been one problem. In addition to the horrific slaying, the problem is the agent, the ICE agent off duty at that gunned down Keith Porter. We don't know who he is. In the slaying of Renee Good by an ICE agent in Minneapolis, literally within 24 hours, the identity of the agent, complete with pictures, the whole world had it. Keith Porter, nothing. We know everything about Porter. A lot about him has been disclosed. The victim, but nothing about the victimizer. Why is that important? And here's a letter that was sent to Homeland Security, Kristi, Noem. And the letter was this. Very simple. Transparency, accountability, public disclosure. We are calling for that. ICE is under Homeland Security. You have a duty and an obligation. You're a government agency. You're a public agency. You're taxpayer funded. You're public supported. Supposedly you're working in the interest of the public. Here's a copy of the letter that was sent. And this is what basically we're looking at this point. We're looking at anonymous, anonymity, nameless, faceless individual. We need to know who this individual is. Why do we need to know that? Why do we need to know that? We need to know that because background, history, any other complaints, any other abuses, anything else that he has done, we want to know everything about him or her. We know nothing. So we can make a decision about just whether this was certainly in the line of duty. And of course, the fictitious lie about Keith Porter being an active shooter. All right, here's a letter. Not all of it. Homeland Security is a public agency. It has a duty and an obligation to promote transparency and accountability in its actions. With any governmental public agency, the public has a right to know who is involved in possible wrongdoing, their background, status in the agency, their agency record. We call for you, Kristi Noem, to release the name of the agent to conform to the established standard of government transparency. Anything less than that, again, smacks of cover-up. Smacks of covering your you-know-what. That's not transparency. That's not accountability. And that's not what a government agency should be about. That's tasked with protecting and serving the public. Kristi Noem, we're calling again. We do not want to continue to see what we have seen in the days since, weeks now, since the gunning down of Keith Porter. This is what we know about the agent that shot Keith Porter, off-duty agent. This is what we know, i.e. nothing. I'm Earl Ofari Hutchinson again, president of the Los Angeles Urban Policy Roundtable. The call, Kristi Noem, Homeland Security Director. Release, full disclosure, transparency and accountability. Release immediately the name of the off-duty agent, ICE agent, that gunned down Keith Porter. It's about transparency and accountability. Thanks again. I'm Earl Ofari Hutchinson.